Hey, how's it going? I'm Verlenzo Hawk. I'm a creative producer. I'm an actor. I'm an educator, kindergarten teacher. And I've really been pushing my creative content recently, really been like doubling, tripling down on it. But I honestly do a lot of that with a heavy heart. Um, I spoke about it before, but who those of you who may not know, my sister unexpectedly passed away around Thanksgiving time. And literally this weekend will be 3 months since she passed away. Probably 3 months to the day, to be honest. And yeah, it's really been like tough for me. It's really been like heavy. I've really been doing a lot of the things I've been doing with a heavy heart. I really I miss my sister. Like I really do. And it's just sucks. It's like hard to accept it, and even though I have like accepted it, I have like embraced the fact that this is my new normal. This is life now since that happened. Doesn't really make it easier. It doesn't really make me feel much better about it. Like I'm very blessed and grateful to acknowledge the fact that she's with God now. She's in a much better place, but that doesn't really help to hurt too much. Like I just miss her, like I just, especially for it to be so unexpected. Like like I made breakfast for the family, and then like 5 minutes later I'm like giving like CPR to her lifeless body. Like that's how quickly and unexpected it happened. It wasn't like she was sick. It wasn't like anything like that. I literally made breakfast expecting for everybody, including her, to come down and eat it. And that just didn't happen. That's I don't really want to question the why, because it's happened. Like I said, I'm embracing the fact that this is our new normal. Because not even just me, like yeah, I lost my sister, but my niece and nephews lost their mom. My mom lost her child. So I'm not in this alone. They're not in this alone. We're maneuvering through this together. Some days are just tough. Some days I just don't want to get out of bed. And my mom, very similar. I've seen her days when she doesn't want to get out of bed, and respectfully so. It's like I know how like hard it is for me to lose my sister, but I can only imagine how hard it is for my mother to lose a child. Like yeah, she was 34, but that's like still her baby. Like I'm 30 now, but I'm still my mama's baby. So yeah, like I acknowledge the fact that it's harder for her because of that fact, you know, and that sucks. It sucks that I can't do nothing really to heal that, to help her out in that moment, in those moments. Besides just being there, I've always been there, and like maybe I've been there a little more now because of everything, but I know she still hurts a lot about it. I still hurt a lot about it. I know the kids still hurt a lot about it. And but just trying to like embrace the fact that we're still here, and the fact that my sister would want us to continue to go on and live our lives and go on and be there for each other, be supportive for each other, to continue to do the things we wanted to do in her honor. I moved back from LA like in September of last year, and I really didn't want to move back. LA, I was having a good time out of LA. financially struggling out in LA, but I was having a good time. The weather's nice. I was, in proximity to a lot of things I was doing. I was getting some commercial bookings, commercial auditioning, you know, a lot of women over there. But, like it really became a lot. I'm really glad God has really helped me out with the skill of discernment, and being able to be obedient and listen to him because I didn't want to move. I did not want to move. I was really like kind of dedicated to just sticking it out. But thankfully, I ended up listening and I moved back home. And within that, I've relieved a lot of like financial pressure. But also within that, the bigger side of that, I was able to spend time with my sister that I didn't know was limited. Like if I would have stayed out in LA, I would have came back for Thanksgiving, but it would have been like my mom would have to call me and be like, gave me the news that my sister passed away. And like they would have been there by themselves when that moment happened. And I feel like I was a very calming factor there. It was tough, don't get me wrong, but like it would have been just my nephew, her son, and then just my mom would have been there. So I'm glad that I was there to be there for them, I don't know, but I'm very grateful that I listened and I was able to come back and spend those extra months that I didn't know. Like I said, it was limited. And I didn't know that. And you don't really know that, especially when a person's not sick, when it just happened so unexpectedly the way it did. Like we got to have some talks, just one-on-one talks, just me and her. We got to have some real talks, just me and her. We got to share some laughs. I saw her like the day before, and I was able to see her more often, hug her more often, tell her I love her to her face more often versus just like over the phone. See her, like I said, just as much as I didn't want to come back, I'm glad I did because I got to spend time with my big sister, But like in that, like I said, this is like the new normal now, like life progresses. So, I got to figure out ways to keep moving forward, which is tough. It's so hard. But like, cause man, I took like time off from everything. And when that happened, I did nothing really. I just laid in bed, honestly. I didn't really watch anything. I didn't write anything, any scripting. I didn't shoot any videos. I didn't post anything outside of videos about her, just talking about her when I eventually felt comfortable sharing that. But she was such a big supporter of me and what I did. Like, I know she was my big sister, but she was very proud of her little brother and like all the stuff that I was doing, like the connections I was making, the people we used to watch on TV who I was having conversations with, working with, my creators, my creations, the stuff that I was making. She was like very supportive of like my skits that I was doing. She really thought they were funny. She was supportive of my short films. She really wanted me to keep pushing that. Me and my homie Raven, we got a live stream / podcast that we do, and we're making a faith-based animation show. She was very supportive of that. She was like, how's Raven doing? How's the project going? So she was all in for her little brother. Like I know I'm taller than her, but she was really like, that's my big sister Shay, and she was very supportive of her little brother. So I really been like getting back on that sort of grind, really like pushing that, like I said, doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on that, just really like pushing myself, honestly, to continue to create. Like in my core, I just feel like I'm a creative. I feel like that's what I was born to do, to create and to put it out into the world, not just create for myself, but like to put a lot of time and effort into these things and craft these obscure, these funny, these deep, these dark, whatever things, like whatever sort of creative my brain lets out, creativity my brain lets out, and share it with the world. I feel like I'm not supposed to keep it to myself. And my sister was a big key / sign that I'm not supposed to keep it to myself, because she really enjoyed it a lot. I was talking to my cousin one day, and he was like, bro, you don't know how much she talked about you. Like, he said, like, all the time she would mention me. Like, oh, when I was living in Atlanta, she was talking about, oh, my brother's out in Atlanta doing his thing, becoming a movie star, becoming this big producer guy. When I'm out in LA, she was like, my brother's out in LA doing his thing, doing his thing, and it was, again, I was aware, but like I didn't know that how much she spoke about me, how much she spoke life into my creative endeavors. I truly didn't know to that extent. And so that's why I feel like I need to honor her and continue to do these things. Like, it was tough to get back on the horse, but I can say I'm back on the horse. Like, giddy up, I'm back on the horse. And I'm creating again. I'm shooting videos, I'm scripting out things, I'm writing treatments again, I'm outlining scripts again, I'm getting out the house more again, like, back in the gym. I took time off when that happened. I've been going back to the movies again, just like doing the things that really bring me joy and bring me happiness, because I know she wants me to be happy. She wants me to continue to be myself, even in the middle of all of this. I know she doesn't want me to just not do this stuff, I know she wants me to be as great as she knows I am, knows that I can be. Like, God, it's already written. God wrote the plan out. I just got to go execute on it. And she saw it. I was my mom, but aside from her, if nobody believed in me, it was my sister. She really believed in me, So yeah, it's important for me to continue to push myself, continue to grow, continue to do these things, because I know she wants me to do it. So to my big sister, Shay, I'm going to continue to be great in your honor. I'm going to create in your honor. I'm going to be there for your kids in your honor. I'm going to be there for mommy in your honor. Like, it's like your little big brother got you, okay? And I mean that. Shay, you will never be forgotten. I'm going to speak your name up in every room. Every time I get, every opportunity I get, I'm going to speak you up and talk you up, because you deserve it. You're amazing. You were always there. Literally, since I was born, you're always there. So, thank you for that. Shay, I love you, and I got you. I got us. That's my promise to you.